Okay, well, I should have expected it to be stuck down. But I mean, what I've noticed, I haven't been able to release it yet, but what I've noticed is the rear part doesn't seem stuck down. Because when I lightly pull this, I can see it flexing up and down as if it's not stuck down properly. So I would say, just like the man found on YouTube, Toyota Maintenance, I think he's called, this side at the back seems to be a problem area that lets go probably first on many of these. You know what I was thinking? How many of these cars have had an early grave just because do-it-yourselfers put this job in the too hard basket, which is a shame really, and I'm quite sure that so many of these cars have died before their time because Haynes and many other do-it-yourself manuals didn't bother including this job, which, you know, it does, without the knowledge of how to do it, of course, feels a bit too intimidating, but I'm not so sure it's too hard. It can be done, you know, it is a do-it-yourself job. It's just the knowledge wasn't put into print. And years enough ago, before YouTube was much help. Now, of course, we got YouTube and all kind of people pitching in. But yeah, that's a shame, really. And another thing I wanted to say is the last time I did this job, I almost lost a rag down one of these because it started to sink on me. And then when I went to put my gaskets on, I was like, where did that rag go? And I couldn't even see it, and I stuck something down there, and I managed to grab a bit of the cloth and pulled it out, which was very lucky, because if I hadn't have noticed that, of course it would have been big trouble with a rag going down into there. So you got to be careful of all these things and control them, make good decisions with what you're doing. But I'm going to just carefully work this up and down and try to get it to break free at the front of the engine side, because the front of the engine side seems stuck down more so. And I noticed some of the bolts near the back, especially here and here, almost seemed harder to undo, which made me wonder whether in its early life, before I got it around 240,000 Ks, but before then I'm wondering whether a experienced Toyota mechanic waxed some new bolts in and did them up tight or tighter, because some of these bolts have more shine on them. Like, you know, you pay attention to details like that. These obviously went in when the gasket was new and gooey. And these are shiny, like almost like they've been added later. So, yeah, just things I've noticed. That's it.